Dan, Beckham's had some interesting stuff to say overnight.
Yeah, Bex has confirmed that he still has a chance of playing for England, having spoken to Fabio Capello. We'll be hearing from David very shortly.
Kate's going to be back with even more showbiz news.
I know, and the Beckham's getting up to interesting things in a lift. Not some CCTV footage, but smooching in a lift, or for the sweet smell of success. Tell you more later.
And Lucy, the weather?
Well, the weather a little disappointing today, but things will get better through the latter stages of the weekend. I've got all the details in the next half hour or so.
Our main story this morning, our exclusive...
Terms and conditions and winners are at itv.com.
It's not far off 7:30. Here's the weather with Lucy.
Good morning to you. Well, for most of us, a disappointing end to the week. Things will get better through the latter stages of the weekend, but at the moment, the best of the drier conditions across the south. And our live shot shows the latest pictures from East Sussex. A calm and dry start to the day. We're down at Sheffield Park Gardens. Here, a National Trust site. Very pretty, very still, as you can see, but plenty of cloud ruining much of a sunrise. Plenty of cloud for most of us this morning. I've got the details for you right now.
Daybreak weather, sponsored by Nestlé Cereals, proudly waving the banner for whole grain.
Well, for most of us, a very grey and soggy start to the new day. Plenty of thick, low grey clouds, showery outbreaks of rain into Northern Ireland, much of Wales, and some steady rain extending from Scotland into Northern England and parts of East Anglia. The heaviest rain around the Pennines, and really a drenching to start the new day for the journey into work through the central belt of Scotland, Newcastle, Leeds, and these areas around the Pennines and Yorkshire. Here, some terrible conditions through the morning rush hour, lots of surface water and spray if you're heading out on the journey to school and to work. To the south, a drier start to the day. There will be plenty of cloud. Any breaks will be few and far between. The best of any early sunshine around southern coastal counties. So this is the view this morning. Showery pulses of rain, plenty of cloud, a bit of a breeze. A blowy start to the day, a bit breezier than it has been on recent days. The wind's taking the edge from the temperatures, particularly in exposure. And then through the course of the afternoon, expect there to be a chance of some breaks in the cloud across the north and the south, but central zones will remain dull and damp. So across Scotland and Northern Ireland, showery pulses of rain easing, breaks in the clouds, some lovely spells of sunshine before the end of the afternoon. Into England and Wales, well, showery outbreaks of rain pepping up through Wales and Northern England through the latter stages of the day to give a drenching through this evening's rush hour. For a 5-day outlook for your postcode, visit our website.
7:30 now, let's have the news with Tasmin.
Good morning. Our top story this morning is Daybreak's exclusive interview with Prince Charles, in which he makes a passionate plea about the future of the planet. He told us the environment was under huge strain and said precautions were needed to combat climate change. Our chief correspondent, Richard Gase.
To the left. That's the fastest they've moved in years.
Let's get the weather from Lucy.
Thanks, Adrian. Well, a really disappointing end to the week, but things do get better over the next few days. Just in time for the weekend, I've got the details for you now.
Daybreak weather, sponsored by Nestlé Cereals, proudly waving the banner for whole grain.
Hello again, good morning to you. Well, there's going to be an awful lot of cloud and rain around this morning. A drenching to start the new day, anywhere from the northwest of Scotland down to northern England and into the southeast parts of East Anglia. This is the latest satellite and radar picture. Plenty of lumpy low grey cloud, not much of a sunrise this morning. Behind this main batch of rain, showery outbreaks into Northern Ireland and Wales. And then for the rest of us, a better chance of some possible breaks in the cloud, but any sunshine will be very limited and low. The sunshine hazy and occasional because of the cloud cover. So a drenching for the journey into work through the central belt, through Glasgow and Edinburgh, also through Newcastle. It's pouring with rain. An awful journey into work and to school with all of that surface water and spray on the roads, and also heavy persistent rain just east of the Pennines at the moment. So much of Yorkshire also in for a soaking wet start to the day. As the morning goes on, well, with the cloud cover and the showery wet weather, a little disappointing. With the brisk wind too, expect temperatures to be a little lower than they have been of late, feeling cool and really quite blowy in the breeze, particularly in exposure. The south getting away with a drier start to the day, anywhere south of the M4 corridor, but sunshine limited all morning by that lumpy low grey cloud. So taking a look into the north in more detail this afternoon through Northern Ireland and Scotland, the showery wet weather will tend to ease and there will be some occasional September sunshine as the day goes on. Into the south, well, the sunshine will be poking through the clouds from time to time, but basically plenty of cloud. Showery pulses of rain really pepping up through Wales by the time the day draws to a close. And then to the south, to the southeast, southeast, a better chance of drier, brighter conditions. Here, some sunshine, albeit limited, and highs of 21 or 22 degrees, but feeling cooler and fresher if you're caught in the breeze and the cloudy, wet conditions. Later on, during this evening's rush hour, well, we will see plenty of low-grade cloud and outbreaks of rain pepping up through Wales and the northwest. So parts of Cardiff and Manchester in for a drenching. To the north, to the south of this, drier and clearer conditions across central spots of Scotland. Overnight, the rain becoming much more of a feature anywhere through the southwest, Wales, northern England. If you're heading out this Friday night, be aware, soaking wet out there, the rain persistent and steady through much of the night in these zones. To the north, through parts of Scotland and the south, a little drier. Into the weekend, well, come tomorrow, a dodgy start on Saturday with showery pulses of rain slowly easing. On Sunday, so much better, more sunshine and feeling a little warmer. Find out what's in store for the next 5 days on our website. Daybreak.
Let's have the weather now with Lucy.
Thanks, Adrian. Good morning. Well, for most of us, it's a little dull and damp today. Things get better through the latter stages of the weekend. We've got the forecast for you now.
Daybreak weather, sponsored by Nestlé Cereals. Proudly waving the banner for whole grain.
Hello again, good morning. Well, for most of us, grey, leaden skies to start the new day. Outbreaks of showery wet weather, showery rain extending from Scotland into the eastern side of England. Behind this, a few showers, some lumpy cloud, but staying mostly dry to southern counties of England. Through the afternoon, the rain will tend to ease to become more showery, and there will be some breaks in the clouds, some occasional sunshine, but the rain will pep up through Wales and the north overnight. For your